What's the answer to being ready to share the gospel? My answer for you is hello and welcome to episode 4 of the Share Goodness Show. This episode is called Help, I'm Not Ready to Share the Gospel. I get a lot of messages and even comments from friends and family, neighbors that I know, saying that they just don't know how to start or they don't feel like they're ready. They have to overcome a lot of fear and a lot of things to feel like they are ready to share the gospel. But let me start with this. If sharing the gospel means waiting until you're not scared, I'm not ready. If it means having all of the answers, especially to those difficult questions, I'm not ready. I don't think anybody would be ready. But if you know Jesus Christ, or if you even have a seed of a testimony, then you are ready. And that can and should look different for everybody. We all have different things to share and in different ways. In fact, President Nelson said that each of us have a role in the gathering of Israel. That means that we have our unique talents and spiritual gifts. Some of you may have heard me talk about spiritual gifts, and that's what they're for, is to help and share the gospel with others. And we each have unique qualities and gifts to do that. So a lot of the time we think that sharing the gospel is having the answers to those difficult questions. Because especially when we're on social media, there's those people out there that they want to trick us. I mean, not even on social media. There was that back in the Book of Mormon. People want to trick us and make us fumble over our words or think that we have to know everything, every answer to every question. But that's not the case. Usually the most effective way of sharing the gospel is by sharing our testimony. And that doesn't have to look like we are at the pulpit every Fast Sunday, although that's a great way to do it. It can be done in many, many ways, sharing scriptures and quotes online, sharing our beliefs with dear friends and family and our children, just sharing one simple thing that we know. And again, I've said this in the last episode, but I have a printable that's free. You can get it on my website. I'll put the link in the description here, of 20 easy and effective ways to share goodness. And they really are simple ways. They're not supposed to be overwhelming. So go check that out and start today. But I heard a quote, and I don't know who it's from, but the quote said that we may not have a watertight answer, but we have a watertight person. Jesus Christ, meaning we don't have to know everything. We don't have to have all the answers. But when we know Him, then that's when our authentic testimony will shine through. I think sometimes we underestimate the discouragement that Satan gives us. He convinces us that, no, you're not ready to share the gospel, or you don't have an answer to that question. You're going to make a fool of yourself. Please tell me I'm not the only one who's had those thoughts. That's Satan. We don't have to know everything to share the gospel and to share our testimony. So, what's the answer to being ready to share the gospel? My answer for you is to face your fear and to just do it. Again, it doesn't have to be over the pulpit or knocking on someone's door. Share what you love about the gospel. Share the seed of testimony that you have. Share it with your child, share it with your spouse, and go from there. Thank you so much for joining me today on episode 4 of the Share Goodness Show. Go out and share some goodness today, and I'll see you next time.